Hi, my name is Mridul Ganesh. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Laudio, and we're here to talk about how Laudio helps enable and empower your frontline managers. Nurse managers have one of the hardest roles in the health system today. They're usually managing a team of 100 plus people, a span of control not seen in any other industry. They're on a 24 by 7 unit and don't overlap with many of their team members working nights and weekends. They're also battlefield promoted, that is, promoted to management mostly on the basis of their clinical skills without much of a management background. To top it all off, they need to manage these massive teams with fragmented systems that don't talk to each other and are not built for them. Senior leaders in health systems have been struggling to identify how they can give their managers the tools they need to do this very critical job. Laudio is a collaborative platform that gives managers all the frameworks, tools, and artificial intelligence-driven insights they need in order to manage their teams and impact critical organizational metrics like engagement and retention. So there are a few things that are really important to managers when it comes to managing their teams. First, how can they recognize their teams effectively? Second, how can they keep their teams accountable in a fair and consistent manner? And third, how can they check in and support them on topics like professional development and burnout in a way that is timely and effective? Laudio supports managers with all these different aspects with the right insights and tools. Laudio integrates with your systems, such as HRIS and time and attendance, integrates the data, analyzes it, and comes up with specific recommendations for managers to engage with their teams on these topics. So for example, as we scroll down the screen in Laudio's top recommendations, you can see opportunities for managers to engage with their staff on celebration and recognition, on accountability, and check in on topics such as burnout and professional development. In addition to raising these insights, Laudio also gives managers all the tools they need in order to take action, take that next step, and actually engage with their team members. So for example, I can see here that Jared has picked up an extra shift multiple times in the past month. I can click the send message button and send Jared a quick message either via email or via text. Laudio creates the email for me. I can use that as a starting point for my communication. I can also make my communication more engaging by using Laudio's suite of over 100 e-cards. And I can also add a follow-up with Jared later if I need to do so. I can send this email straight out of Laudio and make sure that I get that engagement with Jared out of the door. If I prefer to engage with Jared face-to-face, the green dot right here next to his profile photo tells me that he's actually on the floor right now. So I can go have a face-to-face conversation with Jared and recognize him in person. In addition to using these tools on Laudio's recommendations, managers can use all these tools to also recognize staff on their own or hold them accountable for things that Laudio may not have noticed. In addition to the recommendations, Laudio also organizes core workflows that are usually time-consuming and inefficient for managers, such as tracking mandatories, employee rounding, or tracking time and attendance. So let's look at time and attendance real quick. You can see here that Laudio automates the entire process of managing and tracking time and attendance. No more massive spreadsheets, no more pulling your own data and trying to track information that keeps changing. Laudio takes your policies, automates them, creates algorithms around them, and makes sure that this entire process is automated and simplified for managers. So as a manager, you can look at this list and immediately see who you need to check in with. You can see any details behind the data, and then you also have the tools to communicate with them and engage with them as simply as possible. So you can click the send email button. Laudio again creates the email for you in your own standardized template with all the data that is needed in order for you to communicate with your staff. In this way, Laudio saves managers a lot of time and also helps standardize processes that may otherwise be hard for managers to deal with in a way that is effective and standard. Any action that a manager takes on Laudio is stored in a team member's profile. So here, for example, I can go to Jared's profile and see it's a one-stop shop for collecting any information that I may want to have on Jared, including committees and projects, specialty certifications, degrees, any other information that I may want to hold about Jared. All my interactions with Jared on Laudio are tracked in the activity feed, giving me an opportunity to add more context and more meaning behind any interaction I may have with Jared, whether it be for annual reviews or whether it be for a coaching conversation that I need to have. In this way, by creating a framework for team management, And by providing the right tools, workflows, and insights, Laudio can serve as a central team management platform for your managers.